The freezing of Richard Nii Armah Quaye's bank accounts by the Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA, has generated significant public interest, especially following what has been described as the most expensive birthday celebration in Africa. His extravagant 40th birthday party, which was attended by international celebrities and showcased his immense wealth, triggered widespread scrutiny. The event, held in Accra, saw the business mogul unveil a custom-branded private jet and a Bugatti Chiron, solidifying his status as one of Ghana's wealthiest entrepreneurs. Ghana is a country where the display of wealth often attracts enemies and doom wishers. The economic disparity between the rich and the poor has created an environment where successful individuals become targets of criticism, jealousy, and even government scrutiny. Instead of celebrating the achievements of young entrepreneurs, many Ghanaians, burdened by financial struggles, perceive their success as suspicious. Rather than seeking inspiration or opportunities to learn from such individuals, they resort to labeling them with derogatory names, questioning their sources of income, or wishing for their downfall. While some media outlets claim that the GRA froze Quaye's accounts due to tax discrepancies, others insist that no such action has been taken. However, the very fact that his finances are under investigation has sparked a broader debate on how Ghanaian authorities and the general public react to wealth and prosperity. The controversy surrounding Richard Nii Armah Quaye stems from several factors, primarily the magnitude of his birthday celebration. The party was not just an ordinary high-class event, it was a global spectacle. He invited international celebrities, including Diamond Platnumz and Davido, and the likes of Sarkodie, Stonebwoy, King Promise, Kidi, Efia, and Sifa, paying each of them $200,000 up to $500,000 for their presence. Such extravagance is rare in Ghana, making his wealth a matter of national discussion. For a country where many people struggle with basic necessities, the sight of a Ghanaian businessman spending millions of dollars on a birthday party is bound to raise eyebrows. This is especially true when even top government officials do not display such financial power. The public outcry over his lavish lifestyle prompted authorities to take a closer look at his financial records, leading to a tax audit and allegations of tax evasion. However, tax evasion is nothing new in Ghana. Many successful businessmen manipulate the system to enrich themselves. The Ghanaian tax system is notorious for its inefficiencies, corruption, and loopholes. It is common knowledge that bribing a few officials can grant one immunity from tax obligations. If tax evasion were truly a concern, Richard Quaye would not be the only businessman under investigation. Instead, his case stands out because of the public nature of his spending and the political pressure that followed his birthday celebration. One of the major issues with Ghana's economic and social structure is the tendency to tear down successful individuals rather than support or learn from them. The government, rather than creating a conducive environment for businesses to thrive, is often accused of doing the opposite, sabotaging thriving enterprises. It does not matter how many people a business employs. Once the government or certain influential people perceive it as a threat or competition, they will find ways to frustrate its existence. Unlike Nigerians, who celebrate the success of their fellow countrymen, Ghanaians have a reputation for being envious of wealth. A wealthy Nigerian businessman is likely to be praised and supported, with people eager to tap into his success. In contrast, a successful Ghanaian is often met with skepticism, jealousy, and outright hostility. Many believe that such individuals must have engaged in illegal activities to attain their riches. This culture of envy extends beyond social circles into political and legal institutions. The government is quick to investigate and harass successful business owners rather than focusing on policies that support economic growth. Many businesses have collapsed because of politically motivated investigations or unnecessary regulatory obstacles. The authorities do not care how many people are employed by a company. Once they decide to go after it, they do so with full force. Lawyer Maurice Ampao, a known political commentator in Ghana, added fuel to the fire when he publicly warned Richard Quaye to shut up about his wealth or risk exposure. Lawyer Maurice Ampao suggested that he had knowledge of how Quaye made his money, implying that his wealth was not entirely legitimate. But should we blame Maurice Ampao? The lawyer, despite practicing for decades, has not attained anywhere near the level of success that Quaye has achieved. This is the harsh reality in Ghana. Many professionals, after years of hard work, find themselves struggling financially. When they see young, successful entrepreneurs, they assume foul play rather than acknowledge the possibility of smart investments and business acumen. Ampao, widely perceived as a political pawn, is known for his controversial statements and attacks on individuals who do not align with his political views. His threats against Richard Quaye are a reflection of a larger issue in Ghana, where political figures and commentators use their influence to tear down successful people instead of uplifting them. The GRA routinely conducts audits of high net worth individuals, but the timing of this investigation suggests ulterior motives. If Quaye were not so flamboyant in displaying his wealth, would the GRA have targeted him? The answer is likely no. Many wealthy individuals operate in the shadows, avoiding public attention and thereby escaping scrutiny. The question then arises, is the GRA genuinely interested in tax compliance, or is this a politically motivated move to humble a businessman who dared to flaunt his success? Many believe that Quaye's openness about his wealth is what got him into trouble, not necessarily any wrongdoing on his part. One of the biggest ironies of this situation is that the government itself struggles to provide employment for Ghanaians. Unemployment is a major issue, with thousands of graduates struggling to find jobs each year. Entrepreneurs like Richard Quaye, who create businesses and provide jobs, should be supported rather than scrutinized to the point of destruction. If businesses are continuously attacked, harassed, and ultimately shut down, who suffers the most? The employees. The very people the government claims to care about will end up jobless, contributing to a worsening economic crisis. The government's approach to handling successful businesses has been counterproductive. Instead of providing incentives for companies to thrive, authorities seem more interested in targeting those who become too successful. Whether it is through high taxation, regulatory hurdles, or outright investigations, many promising businesses have been stifled in their prime. Richard Nii Armah Quaye's ordeal is a reflection of a broader problem in Ghana, one that combines elements of jealousy, political interference, and economic sabotage. His case should serve as a wake-up call to both the government and the general public. Instead of attacking wealthy individuals, Ghanaians should focus on learning from them. Success should not be viewed as suspicious, but rather as aspirational. If the government truly wants to increase tax compliance, it should address systemic corruption and create a fair, transparent tax system. At the same time, young entrepreneurs must be cautious in how they display their wealth. In a country where success often attracts negativity, being too flamboyant can lead to unnecessary attention and potential witch hunts. Ultimately, Ghana needs to move away from its culture of tearing down successful individuals. Until that happens, many young entrepreneurs will either take their businesses to more supportive environments or operate in secrecy, depriving the country of much-needed economic growth. For more unfiltered news, subscribe to Ghana AI News and stay informed on the real stories behind the headlines.
So Richard, clearly your dreams and aspirations are huge. Have you always had this?
I've always been a big dreamer. I've been dreaming since I was a teenager. And I always believe that you must have a dream that goes beyond your current capacity to achieve it.
And you also mentioned earlier that your dreams should scare you. That's
Must scare
interesting.
you. Yes, because you see, dreams comes true,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And whatever you dream of, you must know that others have dreamt it and have done it.